Joining us now, the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan, and committee member Matt Gaetz of Florida. Thank you both. Well, Jim, it doesn't surprise me that not a single Democrat showed up. They have been telling us now for over 2 years that the border is secure. Matt Gaetz asked the question, has Mayorkas lied to us? Well, every time he says the border is secure, we see with our own eyes that he's lying to us.
Yeah, if your policies were the reason for 5 million illegal migrants coming across our border and all the fentanyl that's caused so much harm to countless communities, I don't think I would show up either. And understand, this was done intentionally from day one. On day one, Joe Biden said no more wall, no more remain in Mexico, no more deportation. And as a result of that, we got all those facts and figures you just cited, Sean. But what we also got today, what we heard from people here in Yuma, is how it overwhelmed their school system, their hospital system, their first responders, their law enforcement, Border Patrol, the cost to the folks here on the border and across our border. And maybe most importantly now, that's coming across the country. It's coming to Florida. It's coming to Ohio. It's coming to New York City. Even Mayor Eric Adams said they can't take anymore. That's why this is so serious, and that's why we got to change things and pass legislation out of our committee and out of the House, which we plan to do.
And Matt Gaetz, you asked the right question. You know, did Mayorkas lie to us? But it's not just him. It's Joe Biden. It's Kamala Harris. It's the entire administration. They keep telling us the border is secure, and our eyes tell us something very differently.
Yeah, tens of illegal immigrants show up in Martha's Vineyard and they go crazy as if they're being overwhelmed. Yet here in Yuma, Arizona, we see a community on the front lines of an invasion. And American babies in their most frail moments, in their first days and hours, are being crowded out of neonatal intensive care units by migrants. Here's the math on that, Sean. 1 in 4 pregnancies from these illegal aliens is presenting the need for NICU care. There's only 20 NICU beds in the community here in Yuma. And so American babies from taxpayers right here, folks who are legally in our country, sometimes they have to go 170 miles away. And if you imagine that pain here, it's coming to a neighborhood near you because this millions of additional people in our country, it absolutely affects the culture and affects the competition over limited resources.
Well, we have a battle coming up, and Joe Biden, the Democrats, are going to need the majority House Republicans to get an increase in the debt ceiling. Certainly, I think most conservatives, Jim Jordan, would want something about fiscal responsibility tied to any increase in the debt ceiling. Can you also tie secure borders in any agreement if they want that debt ceiling raised?
Well, we have to look at some place where some must pass legislation where we can do it. I think that's probably more appropriate on the appropriation bills, which come up in September. But we have to be willing to fight because we saw over the last 2 days just how serious it is. And as Matt said, it's going to come to all parts of the country. When you got that volume of people, that number of people, it's coming everywhere. So, yeah, we got to be willing to fight because Joe Biden's not going to just suddenly see the light and do the right thing. So it's going to be up to us to fight.
All right, Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz on the House Judiciary Committee. Thank you for going to the border.